There is an ancient story told and retold for 1,000 years. It begins with a young, ambitious student and an old, quiet master. The student, with a determined fire in his eyes, approaches the master. He says, "Master, I have come to you with a single goal. I wish to achieve greatness. I want to build a legacy that will last for centuries. Tell me, how can I achieve anything I set my mind to?" The master stops raking the Zen garden. He looks at the student's tense shoulders and clenched fists. He says nothing, simply gesturing for the student to follow. The master did not answer with words. Instead, he led the student on a long walk deep into the forest until they came to a river, cold and clear. Standing by the rushing water, the master calmly asks, "Look into the water. Tell me what you see." The student peers in and replies, "I see the rocks, master. I see the current. I see the reflection of the trees." The master then points to a large stone in the middle of the river. "Do you see it?" he asks. "Yes, master. It is immense." The master explains, "That is your goal. Your anything. It seems solid, permanent, and unmovable. Tell me, what is the water doing to the stone?" The student looks closer. The water is flowing effortlessly over and around the stone. He says, "The water, it is flowing over it, around it." The master asks, "And what is the stone doing?" The student replies, "It is being worn smooth." Over countless years, the water is slowly changing its shape. The master picks up a small, smooth pebble from the riverbank and hands it to the student. This pebble was once a sharp, jagged rock, much like the ambition in your heart. The river did not smash into it with fury. It did not try to move it in a single day. It simply persisted. It flowed consistently, patiently, and in its persistent flow, it achieved the impossible. It reshaped the stone. The student stares at the smooth pebble in his hand, a look of understanding dawning on his face. He was beginning to see. The river does not force, it flows. Achieving anything is not about a single Herculean effort. It is not about clenching your fists and fighting the world. That is how you break. That is how you burn out. True achievement is like the water. It is about consistent flow. Show up each day. Do not attack the mountain with a pickaxe for 10 hours and then collapse for a month. Instead, take one small, deliberate step every single day. Let your effort be as constant as the current. It is about patience. The river does not complain that the stone is not smooth today. It trusts the process. It knows that with each passing moment, change is happening, even if it is invisible to the eye. You must trust your process, and most importantly, it is about adaptability. The water does not argue with the rock. When it meets an obstacle, it does not stop. It flows around it. It finds a new path. It goes over, under, or through, but it never ceases to move forward. Your path will not be straight. You will meet resistance. Your power lies not in stubbornly pushing against the immovable, but in your ability to adapt and continue your flow. The student, holding the smooth pebble, says, "So, my goal, my anything. It is not a battle to be won, but a shape to be formed through my consistent, patient flow." The master smiles gently. The river does not try to shape the stone. It simply is what it is, and in its very nature, shaping occurs. Do not try to achieve, be the person who, through their daily actions, naturally moves toward their goals. Let your ambition be not a shout, but a breath. Not an explosion, but a tide. The master places his hand on the student's shoulder and says, "Now go." And do not focus on the stone. Focus on being water. The student bows deeply, a new calmness in his posture. He turns and walks away, not with haste, but with purpose. You see, you already have everything you need. The power to achieve anything is not a secret technique reserved for a chosen few. It is a fundamental law of nature. Stop fighting. Start flowing. Be consistent in your actions. Be patient with your progress. Be adaptable in your path. Do not focus on the immense, unmovable goal. Focus on the small, consistent stream of effort you can apply today. And then again tomorrow. Let your doubts be worn smooth by your persistence. Let your fears be carved away by your patience. You are the river, and there is no stone you cannot shape. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but it is completed by 10,000 more. Flow. Don't fight. Thanks for watching.